Hello friends, thanks for joining. So something a bit different today. We're actually going to be putting together this Sherman tank. I don't often do kits on this channel and I certainly don't do military stuff, so this is a bit unusual, just something a bit different. So why did I get this model? So this sticky here probably gives it away. I bought this in Lidl and it was on special offer, 30% cheaper. Normally it comes in at £7, but this was actually under a fiver, and that includes paint, brush and some cement as well, so I thought that was a really good bargain, and I can't resist a bargain, so I thought I'll get it. On the back you can see what we're trying to aim for here. It's a Firefly version of the Sherman. Let's get this open and we'll get started on it. Right, so pretty extensive instructions here. We've got some in English and French, a little bit of history about the tank, and really detailed instructions that look really good. They've definitely upgraded these instruction sheets since the last time I did one of these kits, this for sure. So impressive instructions, and this is what we've got out the box. 2 sprues with the parts on it. We've got 3 paints, some transfers, a little tube of glue, and a paintbrush. Pretty good for under £5, I think. So I'm actually not going to be using this tube of glue because I've got another one here which I've had for ages and it just seems to keep on going on and on. I haven't actually bought a full-size one of these for a very long time. I keep relying on these small ones. So the first part of the instructions, we're building the hull to begin with, and it's saying to just take the parts out the sprue here as needed for each step. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cut them all out and just put them in a pile and work from that. So let's get them cut out. So one of the things with this kit is that they've actually moulded the tracks onto the wheels. This is different for me because the last time I did a tank kit from Airfix, this was actually a piece of rubber that you had to put around the wheels and you had to construct all this yourself. It does actually look a lot better as a one-piece piece of plastic. So much easier to get this built, and I think we'll get much better results. So let's get on with it. So the instructions say to paint the tracks before you put them onto the hull. So I'm going to put this aside for now and we'll come back to it once we've painted this hull and also painted the tracks. So let's get on with the next part. Well, that went together pretty easily. I'm not so keen on the little line here at the front of the tank. I think there's a bit of a gap there. I'm not sure if I did something wrong or whether that's something in the moulding. So I feel like we need to put a bit of filler in there and then we can get this painted. So we're on to paint now, and I'm just going to use the paint that came with the pack and the paintbrush as well. So while we're letting that dry, I just think I'll mention that this paint isn't actually that good. I think this might actually be old stock, this model, because this is almost completely gloopy and it needed a lot of water to actually make it a bit more liquid. So that's a bit of a disappointment. I don't normally have that problem with Humbrol paints, but this one seems to be particularly bad. So here is the model Sherman tank, and I'm going to call this finished. I think that matte varnish really worked very well. I was a bit worried about the black ink that I used on it. It was a bit glossy, but having given it a spray paint of matte varnish, it seems to have done the job, and I think that looks pretty good. I probably could do a little bit extra weathering on the decals just to make them a little bit less bright, but I don't know, I think it's quite good as it is. So I'm going to call it done and just leave it as that. So for under £5, I think this has been a lot of fun making this little tank. I can't believe it's such a good value for money with the paintbrush and the paints and the glue as well included here. But we did have some problems with the paint. I think possibly this has been kicking around for some time and Lidl maybe bought some old stock and just sold it off cheap, and that's why I got it so cheap on this bargain sale. And therefore I had to supplement it with additional paint to get this done. The brush as well wasn't too good, but the glue was pretty good, and the overall result for under £5, I think that's pretty good value. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this Sherman tank. It's certainly been quite enjoyable for me. It's not something I normally do on this channel, but I like to do some different stuff every now and again. But let me know what you think of my build on this tank in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. So I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around. And in a minute, another video will appear. Just click on that and I'll see you over there. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See ya.